Yo, this is Jordan Ward, Stoney Mitchell, and you watching the Hip Hop Guru. Gang-o.
Yo, it's Isaiah Peck here, and I'm here with St. Luce's finest, Jordan Ward.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What's going on?
Not much, man. How are you today?
I'm vibing.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man.
Show last night. You got another show tonight?
Show last night in Toronto. No, it was great vibes, man. I love performing here. I love coming here. Went out. It was cool vibes.
It's not your first time here. You've been here before.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like acquainted with the city, or?
Acquainted? What do you mean by acquainted?
It's more so like this feels cozy. It's when you go to a new city and you're like,
Yeah.
I'm still getting to know the place, or it feels foreign. It doesn't feel foreign to you no more. Yeah.
No, it feels it's recognizable for sure. Like being in a certain place, I'm like, oh, I know where I'm at. Okay.
Mm-hmm. How does it compare to the States?
There's similarities, but I feel like people appreciate and interact with culture in different ways out here. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like just internationally, radio is always different. You know, I feel like in the U.S. it's like heavier on top 40, like current top 40.
Mm-hmm.
But out here and like in the U.K., you'll turn the radio on and then you'll hear like a old Lady Gaga song, or like, you know what I mean, like an old Nelly song, but not like this is random. It's like, oh, I wish I heard this more. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if it's more or less than the States, but it's definitely very multicultural and just like people fly, they dress well.
Super diverse too.
I rock with it.
Let's get straight into it. I know the story, but for the people that don't know, can you explain your transition from dancer to music artist, from movement artist to music artist? I think that's really huge, and just like me being a dancer myself, it's really inspiring to watch you go from one medium to another, especially knowing that you're so proficient in one already, and you're like, you know what, hold on, like I got more that I could do, let me show you.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Well, yeah, I started with dancing musical theater when I was like 8 or 9. I was getting in trouble at school for dancing in the middle of class and being theatrical in the middle of class. So my mom was just like, hey, you should go to these auditions. And I ended up getting involved with different theater programs on a professional level, on a pre-professional level, on a community level, all throughout grade school, middle school, high school. That pushed me to join like my dance studio. So I grew up I was a studio kid, a competition kid, a convention kid. I was doing ballet, jazz, contemporary, modern, hip-hop, tap every other night. You know what I'm saying? And by the time I graduated high school, I had probably put more hours into like my artistry than school. And I was still pretty good at school, but you know, so by the time I graduated high school, it was like, I'm just gonna move to LA. You know, I got some training scholarships and I knew some people and some agents like that, so moved to LA, got an agent, started auditioning, started going on tour, and once I was on tour, I just started making music for fun. I when I was a kid, I used to want to be a rapper, be a singer. I used to want to be like Bow Wow and Chris Brown.
That's what we all wanted to be.
You know what I'm saying? Like I used to battle people at school and all that, but like
you battle for real?
Now?
Like when you were growing up, when you first got into like dancing.
Dance battling? Yeah. Oh yeah. I would dance battle, rap battle, just on a like community level though.
Word.
Like I wouldn't be like, I did one Monsters of Hip Hop battle at my first Monsters, and they took me out the first round. They were like, damn. But like I would be, you know what I mean? I would be like rap battling at school, rap battling at the YMCA. I had a rhyme book. By the time I got in high school, not only was it not cool to just be like a teenage rapper, but it also, I was just infatuated with dance. I came across Janet and her dancers and like the DVDs, and like I was like, man, I want to be all black and like be a dancer on tour. Yeah. And now I'm in all black dancing
on tour.
Come
on now. Speaking of tour, you've backup danced for Beyonce, Justin Bieber, Usher. Actually, there's a video on your Instagram that you posted a long time ago of you dancing on Usher. I think it was like a dump.
That's crazy.
Like a tour dump, and I saved it. I don't know if I still have it, but it's probably saved in my Instagram. And I was like, yo, this guy's fire.
Thank you,
This is
man.
nasty. Huge inspiration just watching you dance. What was that like? How does being a dancer on a tour compare to being a headlining artist on your own tour, or opening up for Smino and Jid or Black?
Man, it's different. It's a lot of similarities though, which is crazy, especially this year. It's a lot of similarities in just like the venues. Like I remember my first real artist tour. Like I did a tour with Julianne and Derek Huff from Dancing with the Stars, and it was just like an all dance tour. Like we was doing like ballroom and contemporary and all type of shit. I ain't know how to do
Style
it.
haven't you done, bro?
Bro, I never did ballroom. I just learned ballroom choreography, and I was just the fifth guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But this year, like my first real artist tour was Becky G, like in 2014. So literally almost 10 years ago, and she was opening for Katy Perry, Jason Derulo. So it was my first time going to the Fillmores and going to all the Fillmore venues and all the, I don't know. And now this year, I'm like, y'all been in this venue, y'all been in this green room, y'all been, you know,
cozy.
What I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like I've been here before, and but also very different with just how you manage your energy and how you perform. You know what I mean? You gotta compose yourself a different way.
It's probably different having the mic in your hand too.
Different having the mic in the hand, singing and dancing.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm continuing to find the balance with my singing and dancing. Hugely. Because coming out the dance studio onto the stage as an artist, you're trying to hit every lyric.
You don't need to.
Sit there and just sing to them. You know what I'm saying? And then when you're not singing,
then you can give them a little song.
You know what I'm saying? That's game right there.
About a pound.
That's game right there. You know what I'm saying? But and I'm still learning, man. You know, I'm still trying to get better. So
that's what's up. How long did dance and music overlap for you? Because I know that you were still pursuing both of them at the same time, and you had to go into one, then come back and be like, all right, well, let me gauge it.
I feel like it was probably like 4 years.
Jeez.
I started making music on the road.
Mm-hmm.
I was on tour with Bieber for like 3 years, 2.5 years.
3 years on the road with Bieber?
Like we did like the first year.
Yeah.
My first show was March 2015. We did like, it was the promo tour all year. So like we just had like a few shows a month per shit.
Cool.
Per month type thing. And then the next 2 years, February top of 2016 to October 2017. Damn. November 2017 really, because we did like the AMAs and shit, whatever that was.
Arena tour?
Yeah. And then we finished with the stadiums. And he canceled a lot of the stadiums. Because he had like some stuff going on. He had to like get better and shit. You know what I mean? But so there was a whole year of that. Mm-hmm. Just me literally being in my hotel room, hooking up the GarageBand and my MacBook and just making demos.
Just getting the ideas out.
And then there was like 2 years of me, you know, kind of not dancing and just working on my first project. And then I put I put Valley Hopefuls out, and then I was like, well, my project's out, but I'm broke, so I had to hop back in the dance game. And then I was like putting out music, like dance jobs, teaching, doing DoorDash. Like I remember I was dancing for Janet Jackson. It was like the Billboard Awards, and like I literally had to. This is like my first time really dancing for. It was my fucking dream, and I literally had to tell the choreographer like, I have a sound check at 6:30. Like I have to leave. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, okay.
And they have to understand it because they're in that world.
It was like my first year.
I need you here.
Yeah, and it was my first year making music and shit. He like, you got a sound. Okay.
This is Janet Jackson.
You know what I'm saying? But
I feel you. Yeah. During all of that, what was like the moment of validation that kind of gives you the confidence to be like, okay, I'm gonna lean into music head first. I'm gonna fully dedicate myself to this instead of the dance at the moment, which is a hard choice to make because I know you love dance.
It's crazy because by the time I even put out music, I was already there.
Yeah.
Like by the time I was like, before I even had music out, I was like, yeah. Like my dancer homies were walking past my hotel room, hearing me record myself for the first times in my like hotel closet.
Fire.
And they're like, what are you doing, bro? You know what I'm saying? But like
not everyone's gonna understand that.
You know what I'm saying? Like I knew in that moment, I'm like, nah, I'm doing this shit. You feel me? And I say, one big moment was honestly just when my closest friends affirmed me. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my brother Ru. He was another performer on the tour. He's an amazing artist. But when he first heard me rap, he was like, bro, you got that shit. You know what I'm saying? And like that right there was just like, all right.
Say no more.
You feel me?
Did you ever have any moments of like uncertainty or self-doubt? Like, yo, is this... I'm stepping out of one art form that I'm like super skilled at, that I'm probably the best at, and now I gotta go into something else that I'm gonna be the small guy, the brand new guy.
Shit. Well, I don't know if I was ever the best.
Bro, look at me.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, man. Nah, it's really some cold people though, for real. But Nah, yeah, self doubt for sure. To this day, bro. Like it's like I gotta quiet the self doubt constantly. You know what I'm saying? But I just love it. I'm dedicated to it. You know what I mean? I'm not really doing it for nobody else, but my own like that's the root of it all. Is just like
You love this
I'm
shit.
fulfilled by it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what's up. I was gonna say because like people try to define you or box you in. I know how that feels to like feel like you're I guess you're being pigeonholed into just being a dancer. It's like, nah, I'm way more than that. So I get the feeling.
Which is crazy because it's like I feel like if dancers stop, dancers are music artists.
Yeah.
Like dance is an element of music.
It's
Like
an extension.
you got exactly. You got percussion. You got like I don't know. Like crump isn't technically hip hop, but it is. You know what I'm saying? And dance isn't technically music, but like it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like so, I just feel like that's the natural progression for artists to make music, to be songwriters, to be performers, to be DJs, to be curators, whatever. It's like lean into that.
Facts. Did the music come natural, or did you have to like really apply yourself? I know your work ethic is crazy. Was the musical journey more of a learning curve than the dance journey?
So, well, I feel like I got a lot from my mom. My mom.
Shout out moms.
Shout out moms.
Moms are important.
You know what I'm saying?
Trust me.
Shout out mom. I grew up in church, going to church every single Sunday, like up until I was like 14. And my mom was very involved in the music ministry. So I grew up, before I had my own thing going on, I was a single child with a single mom. So wherever she was at, I was at. You know what I mean? So if she was doing 3 choir rehearsals, in 1 week, then I was going with her. And did that answer your question?
Slightly.
Repeat the question. Repeat the
I just want to know if the music came natural in comparison to the dance.
So I got that from her, and I mean I had a natural draw to it, you know what I mean. But when I first started making music, like seriously, like writing songs and all that, I was probably I was literally writing constantly. Like I was writing like 32 bars a day, 64 bars a day, like making 3 demos a day. You know what I mean? It's like most of it was trash. You know what I'm saying? So
you got to make what, like 10 bad songs to get one?
You know what I mean? Like I have so many demos before I put out my first song. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely have to get better for sure.
What does your support system look like? Because I know we're speaking on your mom. My mom is a huge support system in my life. My dad is a huge support system. Shout out my siblings. So I know not everyone has that I guess that support system in their life and the leisure of having like their family support them. What does that look like for you? Friends, family? Who's gotten you this far?
Yeah, for sure. I have a great family. I don't have the hugest family. Like I said, I grew up single parent, single child. But my mother and my extended family, like my cousins and like, my play cousins and like nieces and nephews and uncles and all them. And then I'm very tapped in with them. And then also I just have a good solid community in LA. Shout out Awesome Shit, the collective I'm a part of. Who are you? My DJ Kato, who's on tour with me right now, he's a part of Awesome Shit. Duckworth, my first tour that I came on, he's a member of Awesome Shit.
Sick. I met him in San Francisco earlier this year with Levi's.
Fire.
Yeah, cool dude.
So like, you know what I mean, that, and then I just got good friends, and then also just the high power, you know what I mean? Like the universe or whatever you want to call it, you know what I mean? Definitely try to stay connected with that.
That's what's up. How do you stay grounded in all this success that's surrounding you right now? Especially when you got music blowing up, when you got people like Tyler, the Creator, talking about you. How do you bring yourself back down to earth even though like and you see yourself getting bigger?
Shit. Man, I mean, I don't know if I'm always the most down to earth, man. Sometimes I probably get a little ahead of myself.
It's okay, you're allowed to.
You know what I mean? Sometimes I probably am a little inconsiderate or get frustrated easily or impatient. So I won't even say I'm always the most grounded, but I mean, I definitely desire to be that way. And I feel like, if anything, what keeps me going is just, knowing that these are fleeting moments. I don't want to be defined by any of that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Tyler. I'm very grateful for that. You know what I mean? But like, I don't know, man. We got to keep this shit going. You know what I'm saying? I ain't shit yet, for real. Like I ain't really shit. You know what I mean? So Gotta keep going. I'm grateful. I don't mean that in a self-deprecating way, but it's like for where I need to go. Like I ain't bought my mom a house yet. You know what I mean?
I feel you on that one.
Like, so I don't know. Just stay prayed up, eat well, work out, talk to people, keep good people around me, keep women around me.
Period.
You know what I mean? I definitely try to keep women around me that can give me like a certain perspective. You know what I mean? So,
what does day-to-day on tour look like? Especially different from being a dancer on tour to being the leading artist on tour. Like, what does your day-to-day look like?
Man, day-to-day, it's actually not that much different. It's a lot of similarities. Like, honestly, I wake up, work out, might do some laundry like I did this morning. You know what I'm saying? Go grab some coffee, smoke, go check out some shops, head to sound check, be backstage, cooling. I'm not doing nothing crazy. I'm just back there smoking, playing Connect 4, Mancala, Uno, you know what I'm saying, with the team, eating fruit.
Say that.
Might go to Whole Foods, get the hot bar. You feel me? Unless the venue got good catering. Shout out all the venues with good catering, man. Stop playing, man. Shout out all the good...
Take care of our people.
Man, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for all food.
Come on.
But yeah, just... And then, might go out a little bit afterwards. I mean, I definitely... When I was 21 dancing on the road, I was like...
Let's go turn up.
I was trying to turn up. I was trying to see who was outside, who trying to... You know what I mean? Now I just be like, Lord, I'm trying to make it. You know what I mean? I'm trying to make it to the next day.
Take me to my hotel room now. Let me see what else I got here. Yo, what does your creative process look like? I guess like working on this music, jumping into your latest project Forward, coming out of all your other projects, Valley Hopefuls. What is your creative process look like from head to toe?
Shit, man. One of my favorite things I ever heard Kendrick Lamar. I'm not calling him that like I'm on a first name basis with him. I'm saying that like Michael or Rihanna. You know what I mean? It's one Kendrick. But one of my favorite things I heard Kendrick Lamar say was like he does a lot of premeditation. I didn't really get that at first, but I'm realizing that's what it is for me too. Like before a project drops, I feel like every title of that I've had, of my project I've had while I was finishing the other one.
Sick.
You know what I'm saying? Like I already know where I'm going with the next one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I got the sequel even when this movie's not done yet.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, and it's not even on purpose. It's just like I'm always thinking. I'm always, whether I'm in the notes app screenshotting things like, oh, this would be a cool idea for merch, or oh, this would be a cool idea for stage design, or oh, this would be a cool idea for a song, or this would be a track list, or oh, I want to talk about this, or it's just a lot of premeditation and just play. And when I get in the studio, I might write, I might freestyle, I might punch in. You know what I mean? Just depends.
Cool. Some quick questions. How long did this album take?
First song that we made was 311. The oldest song on the album.
Yeah.
It's 311. That's the first day me and Lito met. That's the first song we made, and we made it on March 11th. That's why it's called 311.
Gotcha.
So the album came out March 3rd, 2023. We started March 11th. 2021, which is literally 1 week shy of 2 years. So
that's what's up.
2 years.
What was the first song? You said the first song you made was 311.
311 featuring.
What was the first song to make the album?
The first song to make the album?
Like first song you're like, okay, this is definitely on the project.
Man, it's so crazy because it's like 311 I made before Lil Baby Crush. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I was working on the album and then that turned into the EP and then that turned into the album.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the first song to make the album, I don't really know, man. Maybe 311.
Word. Last song to make the album?
Last song to make
you're finishing this up and you're like, throw it on there.
Shoot. Honestly, Cherimoya.
Hey.
We was doing Cherimoya, and I was just in the studio with, shout out B Butcher, man. I was in the studio in Hollywood at his crib or Midtown. And I didn't even know what to write about. I was just in the studio like, all right, I'm going to just do some shit today. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to write about this fruit that I'm eating called the cherimoya. And then, the next day, we was like, shit kind of sliding. You know what I mean? And it was this grimy, rough demo because Bieber just an amazing producer, but I think he was just getting started recording. He's figuring out how to record and shit. So It was like one of his. He was still figuring the mix out and shit. But even with the griminess, I'm like, yo, this shit hard. So
That's what's up.
yeah.
Okay, and what's your favorite song on the album? Because I like White Crocs. I've been bumping this shit since
Thank you,
like
bro.
January, bro.
Thank you,
Like
bro.
10 times a day.
Thank
Like
you,
if you
bro.
see the streams going up daily, that's probably
That's
me.
you?
Yeah, I'm gonna let you know.
Alright.
It's probably me.
Cool.
But yeah, what's your favorite song on the album?
Shoot. I love the White Crocs, man. I'm so glad we put it out.
Me too.
I feel like I have different favorites. You know what I'm saying? They're all like my babies.
Mhm.
I love 0495.
Sick.
I just think it's a cool song. I think Lito did something really cool production wise. And
Lito snapped. All your future snapped for
going
real.
crazy.
Yeah.
And just like when I'm talking about the songs, I don't know. I think it's cool. I really like the song on the Deluxe More with Webby featuring Easton Fitz. I just think it's just like, it's just so fresh. Like it just sounds so fire. And man, White Crocs. I mean, another one of my favorites is Dance Machine because I feel like that was a song that I was unsure about putting out. I got a lot of pushback on it, and I was afraid that people weren't gonna be receptive and people weren't gonna fuck with it, even though I fucked with it. And it's true, there were a lot of people that didn't fuck with it, but it's a lot of people that fucked with it. Like it's definitely not my least popular song. You know what I'm saying? So for that reason, I'm glad that I put it out.
That's what's up.
You feel me?
I really fuck with Fam Jam 4000.
Oh yeah, Fam Jam.
Sidekick with Joyce. Phenomenal.
It's like I could say all them shits, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? But yeah, shout out Joyce Rice, man. She went crazy.
She snapped. I saw her here in Toronto too when she was opening up for Lucky Day.
Fire.
Yeah, she's sick.
Fire.
Yeah, man. I hope you have a really good show tonight. Thank you so
dog.
much for sitting down with us, bro.
Yes,
It means a lot to be here with the Hip Hop Guru. It means a lot to be here
Hip Hop
with me.
Guru, man. We out here.
Appreciate
Appreciate you,
you, bro.
Yes, Cersei.